If you just have time in between stuff.
Sure, will
I
do.
didn't date anything, but you don't have to date it. I'll date it when you give it back to me.
All right, thank you. All right, so attorneys, once your client is brought out, when you're ready to approach, just let us know.
I don't see you have a good weekend, right?
Bye-bye. Whenever y'all are ready, just let me know.
Yeah, sorry. Your So that's not.
Vashon,
That's a big fact.
on Neelam or Nelam?
Give me just a second. I got one there.
So you gave him permission to go before
Mhm.
and, he didn't go. And so they just want to make you aware that he's ready to go and this is the address that he's ready to go to. You've, approved it already.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
John, how you doing, buddy? Well, good to see you. Kicking ass for any more cases lately? No, we got one starting Monday.
Vashon, is Hutto in Williamson County? Is Hutto in Williamson County? Because let me see, they're making it seem like they want him to.
I think that's maybe.
Let me see.
2 full days and also days with it, but. It's more long time.
Ah, thank you. Okay,
Those are the 399.
all right, I am signing it.
Yes, yeah, he was. This, I was a client and he gave a, I said, he gave statements. No, he's like rambling about George Soros. Like you just. Yeah, you just. Yeah, exactly.
Just one
Oh, you're
second.
fine. Judge, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right, when you're ready to go, we'll take you up.
Father brought in earlier. She still has it.
Talk about that hand for a second. That's not that hand.
Yeah. Would you give this to Vashon? Yes. And then I'll finish with the rest. You're welcome. It dated it, I'm telling you. All right, who's ready? Okay, and then, well, he's first though. Are you ready, Mr. LaHood?
Yes, Judge.
Oh. And what's your client?
Kruger.
All right, Kruger, if you'll come down, then after that, it will be signs.
Oh, headache.
All right, you all are still requesting your jury trial?
Yes, Judge. I believe we were actually set to go on Tuesday. Everything got messed up this week with the snow and
snow.
ice. But yes, Judge, I believe we were set to go on Tuesday.
Yes. And how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
On the evading, 2 days.
I agree, Judge. 2 days.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial setting on Kruger. And they say 2 days.
I'm fine with that, Judge.
All right.
Yeah.
If something opens up sooner, we'll have you brought over sooner.
So Judge, he is trying to make bond, which he has a right to. He has a case out of county in Guadalupe County, which they have him remanded, and as you know, it kind of gets messed up. Is there any way that the court could bench warrant him back to Guadalupe? Hopefully he can resolve that case and it would, or at least deal with it, talk to the court, and it would help him immensely as far as making bond on this one.
All right, if they want to send something to us, do you know what the charges are in Guadalupe County?
I'm not there, I just want to be.
UUMB, yeah.
Ah, well, they'll have to send something to us.
I'm gonna call him again. They're not as responsive to me, and I'm also trying to, I think he's entitled to an attorney over there as well, but
Yes.
they're doing the thing since he's not in custody, but it's like a catch-22, you know, we're stuck here. Let me kind of pester him again and see if we can get him, because I think really it's one of those, if he goes back in 2 or 3 days, he can have something figured out, and then he'll be back before the end of the week.
All right, and could you all make sure that the court has the acknowledgement of discovery?
Yes, Judge. We did one, but I'll be happy to fill out another one as well.
Right.
Too.
May I say something?
Sure.
For the record, if the state isn't ready, they haven't been ready since August, ma'am.
Oh, no, it's not that the state is not ready.
No, ma'am, but I'm just tired of hearing, I don't know what other word I could have to say, but, we keep seeing separate jury, so if they're not ready, can you put a dismissal for next time we see?
No, well, let me just tell you the way it works. I'm only one person. Everybody is only one person, right? So I'm putting you down as, according to the coordinator, the earliest date I can put you in for jury trial. What I can tell you is there are other people who may be ahead of you because there are a lot of murder cases that have been set. And even though, no, even though that you've been in trial, in jail for a long time, and I will tell you, I consider being in jail 1 day or 1 hour is a long time. But the problem is I can only try one case at a time. Although one time in this court, we did try 2 cases at once. Your attorney remembers that. But I only have this one courtroom. I only have one jury room. And if your case is set for March 4th, and there's somebody else at the jail, and their case is set for March 4th, and their case is older than yours, their case is going to go before yours. That's just the way the system works.
I understand that, Judge, and I want to rewind myself, say, first of all, apologize for you haven't seen the orange, and Happy New Year. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I just, I've been 4 or 5 times, I've been 3, 6 times maybe now. We're separate jury, I just wanted to be set for you already, Judge.
No.
I
Here's what,
lost my car, I lost.
but what I'm telling you is, it is set for jury trial. But what I want you to understand is that there are other cases that were set for jury trial. For example, if I were to go through the calendar and say, okay, I'm going to only set one case for jury trial, then guess what? That would mean that you would go. But if you decided to work something out and for good cause, there's a reason for me to accept your plea, then we will have that entire week with no jury trials because nobody else would be set. So you're not the only person who's set for March 4th. They're telling me your case would take 2 days. Now, if you all want to do a bench trial, I can take you next week. So, I mean, well, no, that's something you.
4 or 5 years.
Here's the
man.
thing, let me just tell you, a bench trial is something that you need to discuss with your attorney. And let me explain something to you about bench trials. What that means is that I hear the evidence. And what I can tell you, here's the thing, if the state presents evidence and they prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, you're going to be found guilty. Wait a minute, stop. If they are not able to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, you're going to be found not guilty. I've had bench trials in this court where people have been found not guilty. I've had bench trials when they've been found guilty. Your attorney will explain to you what a bench trial means. And if you all want a bench trial, then I can see you next week, but discuss it with your attorney, not with me.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yeah,
right.
Thank you, ma'am. I've been out 4 or 5 years, ma'am, and I just want to
All right,
protect
so-
my life.
All right, so here's the thing. You hadn't been 4 or 5 years on this case.
No.
No,
I'm talking
that's-
about freedom.
All right, okay.
Good, you know.
Well, discuss that with your attorney, deputy, if you allow them to discuss whether he wants a bench trial or not. What page is he on, Norma? Oh, I found it. He's on 3. All right. Okay. And Norma, if they want a bench trial, we can put it on a Friday and we'll just spend the whole day and complete it.
There's only.
You're looking at the wrong files, man.
Oh, that's it. Sorry.
All right, here you go. Signs. All righty.
Joseph, you're okay with the bench trial, sir? Oh,
Yes.
we can reapproach, well, I mean, if my client, I explain to him what it means, if the state's in agreement and I'm fine with it, we can be ready to go on Friday if the court needs us.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you do a bench trial for Kruger on Friday then?
And 9 o'clock, Your Honor?
9 o'clock. Yes. All right, on signs. All right, if y'all approach, why are we here?
Warrants, Judge?
Yes, okay, let me see. Ah, here we are. I have the supplemental. The paperwork is hiding from me today. It's hiding. All right, so they're recommending that you go to SATA.
It's not my understanding, Judge. My understanding was that they were recommending IOP and then staff and. whole
No,
staff and
what I
base.
have is that they wanted him to go to SATA. And this was signed on January 9th by me to have well, at least Angelini signed this for it says to have the attorney and defendant for a hearing on future conditions. And what they're requesting on the supplemental report, they say that felony drug court rejected you because they were not accepting new clients. And they're recommending that you attend SATA.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
So, that's what felony drug court recommended with SATA. A TAP was completed, and the recommendation from the TAP is instance of outpatient treatment, monthly urinalysis, and documented sober support meetings. We did receive a court summary
Mm-hmm.
from the CFO, and the recommendation on the court summary indicates amend conditions for the intensive outpatient treatment, hold status in abeyance if he should fail to submit or test positive, to enforce that, sober support meetings and weekly UAs for 90 days.
All right, if you drug tested today, what are the results gonna be? You're gonna get drug tested.
Be positive. I'm being honest with you.
All right, no. I appreciate your honesty. So how often are you using?
Once a week. I'm sorry to tell you, but yeah.
No. Here's the thing. I admire your honesty, but he's using once a week. That's not outpatient. Does anyone, would you like to call felony drug court and see if they'll have room for him?
I can do that, Judge.
All right, so he's gonna remain here in the courtroom.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna call felony drug court to see if they have room for you, because they were supposed to have more availability at the beginning of February. Because at the end of the day, you're using, I appreciate your honesty, but any use could be the last time you use. And I don't want you to have come to this court and you've told me you have these drug issues and I send you out. And then when I send you out, no. Oh, just,
Nope.
he just has to remain in the courtroom.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate that though. So the last thing I will want is for you to leave this courtroom. And when you leave this courtroom, I see somebody, a body in the field somewhere. And then it turns out that's you. Because that would mean that I could have done something to help you and I didn't do it. I don't think outpatient treatment is good for you unless it's through felony drug court, because felony drug court will see you on a daily basis. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So do not leave the courtroom. If you leave the courtroom, a warrant is going to be issued. You understand?
Understand.
So your attorney, he's going to call felony drug court, see if they have room for him, see if they have room for him. If the room for him is at the beginning of February, then I'll figure out something.
Okay.
All right. So he's going to call them, but remain in the courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Eric Kelly.
Briefly, we're working on what we believe to be a resolution of the case. So Mr.
Okay.
Kelly has asked that we request a short amount of time for him to consult with his parents before he makes his his final decision.
How old are you, sir?
43.
Don't put that on your parents.
I just want a little bit, I'm not trying to put it on them. I just want just a little guidance.
I mean, that's you. You're an adult.
Understand?
Let me just tell you, this is me from my experience as a defense attorney and as a prosecutor. When I was a defense attorney, I have represented someone and they were in their mid 40s. And the parents were interfering, saying you should do this or you should do that. You should go to trial. You shouldn't go to trial. And so the parents were pushing for trial, which I'm fine. Everyone will tell you I was always ready for trial. And I told the parents, here's the problem with that. You're telling them to do A and they're following your instruction. You're not their guardian. They're adults now. I said, if that person goes to prison, because we go to trial, as opposed to receiving deferred or probation, do you think the jury or the court system or the government will say, okay, parent, you can go do the time?
Yeah, I understand completely.
So here's the thing. This is going to be taken care of today, one way or the other. Either an agreement is being worked out or either you're going to trial. All right. So sit down, think about that. If you want your attorneys to call your parents, they can call your parents. Okay. All right. And then Norma Kruger is going to be for Friday the 31st. Okay. Yes.
There's about 13 people in front of us, but they are taking you. New participants.
Okay, let me see something.
Yeah. That's just-
it yet, but yeah. No. I appreciate that. I want them to be ready.
Hey, I'm glad they just keep getting him, not me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got my house, I got my dog, I got things going on right now. I just can't just leave it, like, on my house payment, I got my bills to pay, I just can't just go and not pay nothing. When I come out, I'm gonna have nothing, I'm gonna be homeless.
No. Here's the thing. You're assuming that they are going to say inpatient treatment. What I'm telling you is they may not, but the way you're headed right now, there should be a motion to revoke file because you're using. But so I am trying to help you.
Okay.
Your attorney's trying to help you. I don't want to revoke you. I don't want a motion to revoke filed against you. I'm trying to help you. I think it's best for you to go in custody because you're still using. Felony drug court will interview you. They're probably going to accept you. Your attorney can bring documentation to them showing them that you have outpatient treatment lined up. But with outpatient treatment, you can still use. In my court, I'm not a treatment court. I could have you come here every single day for testing, not on the weekends. Felony drug court could see you on weekends because they have the personnel for that. In order for me to even have you tested, I would have to send you out to get testing because they don't have any more cups here because of finances and cutbacks. So you should probably go into custody today, and then felony drug court will probably accept you on Thursday. If felony drug court decides not to accept him, then we'll do something else. But the latest you'll be in custody is Thursday. And what I can tell you is, counsel, we can take him in custody today, and I will actually put him on my docket for Friday. Because if nothing happens, then I will take care of him and you'll be released on Friday by me.
Can I say something to that?
Sure.
Can I put my orders in the ferry, like my house, my dog, everything that's going on with me in my life right now? I just can't be put in jail right now.
I mean, you have family members.
I mean, huh?
You just told me you have family members.
I do have family members.
Mhm.
I do, I mean, I need to, if I'm gonna be going through 2 days, it's kind of, like you said.
All right, do you have the number to his family members? You say you have a dog?
No, dogs, I have dogs, and my daughter, and my daughter's already growing up, I'm already 50 years old, I'm already,
How old is your daughter?
she's 28.
No. Because you're using on a regular basis and it's meth. You never know what's going to happen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So he'll go into custody today.
Okay.
We're going to do the referral for felony drug court. And then I'm going to set this back in this court on Friday because if nothing has happened, then we'll do something else. And then I will strongly consider the outpatient.
Okay.
But if you will make a copy of that,
Yes.
and Ms. Abrams, if you could
Need my medication.
email that to felony drug court.
What medication are you on?
Heart medication.
And Judge, he's on some
Heart medication.
heart medication.
Okay.
He had 2 heart
Heart
attacks
attack.
last week, so, last year.
Mhm.
So, he also needs his medication, so I don't know
That's why I need to get my
how we
opinion.
intend to get that resolved as well.
All right, where's your medication?
At my house.
Why would you come to court without medication?
I don't think I already took it this morning.
All right, so I will tell you, using meth is not good for your heart.
I know that, ma'am, I know that.
Mhm.
I think that's been communicated to him, Judge.
Okay. All right, so then you need to turn yourself in today to the jail. If you don't turn yourself in today at the Bear County Jail by 5 p.m., then a warrant is going to be issued for your arrest. So you say you want to get your medication, he can get his medication.
I can give him a little bit more time to get my orders in the ferry, like,
No. I've already made my decision. My decision is he can go home to get his medication. He needs to report to the Bear County Jail no later than 5 p.m.
Where's
Thank
the
you.
court? Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Ms. Ferguson, can you make sure that the jail has that and they do not turn him away? All right, thank you. All right, Eric Kelly, are you all ready on Mr. Kelly? All right, thank you. Here's the documents for Kelly. Briella Butler. Okay. All right, Tamar McIntyre.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Yay, hello.
Thank you for entertaining us off docket like this. We appreciate it.
Yes.
We filed a motion for continuance that we wanted to urge to the court. There are several things that have sort of coalesced together that I think make that necessary. The most important being that there's been some discovery that's been produced since the last setting, which we weren't anticipating. I've listed those items there, although I've learned when I came to court today that apparently there's also been sort of a reworking of the phone dump that has a lot more information than the previous one that I'm supposed to bring an external hard drive over to get today. So there's even more new discovery than what was alleged in the sworn motion I just learned about. That's going to take us some time to process and get through. And as I lay out, there are several things that I have going on in court on other cases between now and then that it's going to make it very, very difficult for me to get that done by the 10th of February.
Well, jury selection is on, let me see. Jury selection is actually on the 7th, and opening statements are supposed to be on the 10th. And jurors have already been scheduled to come in. And that is to the tune of, I believe, $75 per juror. And 200 jurors were requested, and everybody requested the 200 jurors, and arrangements have been made. With regards to any new type of evidence, you all have motions scheduled for February 3rd, and I will hear your motions on February 3rd, and your client will need to be present.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand. The problem is that there is far too much new material for us to be able to review. And I cannot effectively represent my client if I haven't reviewed all of the discovery. We also have an expert that is not finished with his opinion on the ballistics work in the case, which is the primary reason that we have postponed this matter in the
So here's my
past.
question. Everybody knew that jury selection was on February 7th. Everybody knew that 200 jurors had been ordered. Everybody knew the cost of those jurors to be here. And if there's an issue with an expert, why are people just here now?
Well, Your Honor, we have been trying diligently all through the winter to make this happen, and I believe.
No, I
that
mean
it
with the
would.
expert.
That's what I'm saying. We've been working with him. I've been touching base with him. I've been making sure that he has what he needs. I explained in the motion, we had some logistical problems where our original attempt to get in the material was lost in the mail. But I mean, it just is what it is. He hasn't completed his work, and I don't have an opinion. And so I'm unable to proceed forward
Well,
without
he
that opinion.
needs to get the opinion done, and motions are scheduled for February 3rd.
I understand, Your Honor. I mean, the court will do what the court will do, and I respect that. But the reality of it is, I will be rendering ineffective assistance of counsel for Mr. McIntyre if we proceed by that scheduling, and those jurors can almost assuredly be repurposed to many of the other
No, they
district courts
cannot.
in this county. Why can they not?
They cannot, because those jurors are scheduled on Friday. Those jurors, the county and the taxpayers have paid for those jurors to be here on that date, and they do not disperse them to other courts throughout the next week, because the next week they already have jurors coming up. So you all have motions. Those motions need to be heard on February 3rd. That's when we're set for motions. So I will see you all on February 3rd. And Ms. Ferguson, make sure Mr. McIntyre is here for the motions.
So is the court's denying our motion for continuance?
I can't have a hearing on your motion because your client is not here.
Well, is there any way that the court would entertain having Mr. McIntyre brought over for the motion to be heard in advance? Because as I explained, Your Honor, I'm going to be in a murder trial that starts on Tuesday. And I would desperately like to be able to focus on that work without having to worry about this. Or if I do have to worry about this, I'm going to have to make extreme alterations to my schedule, which I don't even know is possible. So the sooner that I can know that, the better. If the court would entertain the hearing on Monday with Mr. McIntyre present so that we could get a formal ruling on the motion the sooner that I can know that information, the better, because as I've explained, and I would like Mr. McIntyre to hear it,
Mhm.
I cannot render him effective assistance of
So
counsel.
I cannot hear that on the 27th because I have jury trials on the 27th. That's why everyone, correct me if I'm wrong, everyone pulled out their calendars. Everyone chose this date. So I will see you all on February 3rd for motions. Mr. McIntyre will be brought over on February 3rd for motions. So whatever motions everyone has, I'll hear them on that day.
Thank you.
All
Your
right,
Honor.
thank you.
Including the motion for continuance.
Yes, all, whatever motions you have, I will hear them on that day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And Norma, on Butler, she'll need to be present in court, or if they want, they can send it to Judge Nahara. And is there a plea only on one case? Court is calling 2024 CR 010117, State versus Eric Kelly. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state? For the defense?
Rodney Bears on behalf of the office of Kelly Green.
All right, and are you Mr. Kelly?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have any objections to Attorney Barron standing in for Attorney Kelly?
No, ma'am.
Right. And I'll note for the record that the court is in receipt of the discovery acknowledgement. Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Let me see here. I'm trying to find here we are. Mr. Kelly, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Objection.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And count two, the charge is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
That's correct.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront Any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Correct.
That's yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
To assist in his defense, I believe he's confident to enter his plea.
Do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Kelly, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
That's correct.
Court will find, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the prison. Do you understand that if I find a deadly weapon was used, there will be an affirmative finding of deadly weapon?
Yes, ma'am.
And there are no applications. This is to run concurrent with County Court Cause Number 708-473, 709-900. State will take in consideration 2024 CR 0497 and 2024 CR 5344. Did you understand that to be the plea?
ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge, there have not.
Then to the offense in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers states exhibit number 1 and attachments.
There's no objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, so does anyone want to explain why the court should go forward with this agreement?
Judge, I'm not familiar with the facts of this case.
Okay, sure.
Judge Jason Garaham for the state,
Yes.
and Judge, in this particular case, I'm sorry, I just came in right now from out of court.
Mhm.
My question, I think your question was of why you should proceed with this,
Yes.
is that we've talked to the victim in this case, and we feel that this is an appropriate outcome in this case.
All right. So you've spoken with the complainant and they're aware of this outcome and they're in agreement with this outcome? All right, thank you.
Judge, just so you know as well, Mr. Kelly has been suffering from a lymphoma since he was a child, about 10. He's had a couple occurrences of it, and apparently it's rearing its head again. He has a lymph node in his eye that is significantly swollen or tumor-like, and probably going to need attention on that while he's in custody.
All right, court is finding you guilty. Court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This is run concurrent with County Court Cause Number 708-473, 709-900. Take in consideration 2024 CR 0497 and 2024 CR 5344. And there is to be no contact with the following: The first is the street location of Gateshead Road, Gateshead Road. That's San Antonio, Texas, 78251. And there's to be no contact with the following persons: Ryan Dekrone, Dekrone. Tamara Scrum. Marissa Magana, Magana. Anything?
Marissa Magana, she's not a complainant in this case. That's Mr. Kelly's girlfriend, fiance.
She's the co-defendant. Are you all married?
Yes, ma'am.
When were you all married?
We haven't finished the paperwork, but she's got issues.
As far as I know, and I've checked the record just this morning, she was never a co-defendant in this case.
No, they have her,
In a fraudulent use or possession of ID case.
no, they have her listed as defendant number 2 in the,
They never
paperwork.
charged her.
That's correct, Your Honor. I don't think she was ever indicted under this case. I mean, it is listed as like a suspect. I mean, not a suspect, as a co-defendant.
they said that suspect 2, which is her, was also found to be armed.
I don't think they even ever charged her with it. They did charge her with fraudulent use or possession of ID stuff.
All right, while they look for that, there's to be also no contact with Desiree Johnson. Itzel Lugo. Prudencio Benavides. Raymond Rangel. Norma Villarreal. Yes.
Okay, so, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, Judge, that case was sent over, as a ag robbery, but it was rejected for further investigation. That's the extent of it. Usually further investigation means well, possibly insufficient evidence on her. But as far as I know, it's been rejected at a intake level by the DA's office.
All right. Then I'll remove that as a part of the sentence. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're off the record. You have all these health conditions. You need to start making better decisions with your life. You understand? As I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody else. We could not have funding for water or whatever it may be. They will always, and when I say they, the government will always find room to fit people at the Bexar County Jail and to fit people at the prison. There's always room at the prison.
Cancer treatment as well.
What I'll do is I'll put on their therapeutic community, but you need to let them know that you have medical issues. They usually will have a medical clearance for you before you go. And so they'll see if there are some issues. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Just 1 second. And Deputy Laura, can you make sure when he's sent over that they notate that he has some medical issues? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I just thought of it. Can you send me the whole Zoom link or the phone
Sure,
number?
I will.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, the people with the coughs, are you guys going to be okay? I'm concerned.
It just won't go away.
Anyone else ready? All right, thank you. I'm just doing paperwork. Does someone need something? Sure. Yay, I love having students come in. All right, I'll see if I can find them for her. All right, thank you. And could you give these to Vashon, please? Court is calling 2024 CR 3950 State versus Trevor Morse. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state? For the defense?
Rene Munoz.
And are you Mr. Morse?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, there are no applications. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, you're charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Mr. Morris, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is correct, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, ma'am.
State any evidence?
State offers states exhibit number 1 and attachment.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record for a moment. State,
We did oral motion to amend the indictment.
yes. So with regards to the indictment, are you all still proceeding on the indictment as presented, or state you're asking to amend?
Your Honor, the state moves to amend the indictment to change cause number to 2017 CR
And then the remainders that are in indictment.
Any objections?
There's no objection from the defense, Judge.
All right, Mr. Morse, do you understand that that's a substantial change to the indictment and a substantive change to the indictment?
I don't really understand what that means, no.
What it means is that because there's been a substantive change to the indictment, your attorney is entitled to 10 days to prepare for trial.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, so do you wish to proceed or do you wish for your attorney to have more time to prepare?
Wish to proceed, ma'am.
All right. Then state you are, the court will grant without objections the state's request to amend the indictment. And the indictment is amended with regards to the cause number that makes your client a felon. And so the cause number that is listed in the indictment is 2018 CR 8895B. And that will be changed to 2017 CR 8895B. All right, then state you wish to offer into evidence the waiver and consent to stipulations of testimony and stipulations.
No
All right.
objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes,
The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. Oh, and state you may be excused. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
we ask the court to respectfully follow the plea bargain agreements. In relation to my client's matters, we do feel like he has some mental health and substance issues that contributed to him being placed into the judicial system. We're asking for the courts to hopefully recommend a therapeutic community inside the institutional division judge. And with that being said, my client has learned from the mistakes that have led him to this point, and definitely use it as a learning experience, and with the goal to never re-enter the courtroom again on any future charges.
All right, then the court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent, credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Monica Yvette Vargas or the Gus Garcia Apartments, San Antonio, Texas 78207. And the court will recommend the therapeutic community. Therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it's hopefully to help you rehabilitate. Do you understand?
Yes.
I do not have the jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program, but on the judgment, they'll see that I'm requesting it for you. You still will not be considered if you do not request it yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And you should know by now, you are not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you,
You're
Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Oh, they are in. Do we have anyone else on the docket?
Yeah. That's the motion to withdraw.
All right, can I have those two files for the remaining people we have?
And the board, we have, and the board can be a lead.
All right, so if y'all,
He's going over the paperwork. I have it.
all right, thank you.
And
All right,
the other one is the fan.
All right. They said, manager signed council said that they would bring someone over. No, because we can't switch that. Manager signed council has to do it. So if you will have manager signed council, see if they have someone. All right, could I have the user unmute, please? Hello.
Hello?
Hi, just give us a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, just hold on. Are you able to